So like I started my journey on the 16th of July, but before that I had some pretty basic information on order blocks as well as fair value gaps, right? And by the way, I shared a setup that I'm actually going to show you right now in the trading analysis group the day before I started this journey, which was the 15th, right? But I was doubting myself because I only had fair knowledge, only to realize that it played out later, man. I'm so excited about this. And right now, since I know like most of the concepts and stuff, I might maybe find a $10 anytime soon. But I will have to learn maybe for the next 5 days and see where it's heading to. So right now I want to show you the setup and explain to you guys what really happened. Okay, so this is the group, right? And right now it's 17 past 12, the 20th of July, and I shared this setup on, let's check the date, on 15th July as I stated, and you can actually see that it's going there like that. And right now let me go to my MT5 and show you guys where it's right now. So this is the setup, guys. So as I stated earlier, I had pretty basic information on fair value gaps as well as order blocks. Let me zoom so that I can explain fairly, right? Okay, take a pencil. So what happened within this setup is that I touched this point, right, and these 2 points, right, then came up with like this lower part of the trend line. Then I cloned this trend line and touched this point right here, and it automatically touched this point because this was a clone kind of thing. So if you can actually take a look, let me zoom a bit so that you guys can see. So if you can actually see that this point, from this point to here, the market left this gap, which created an order block, and which created something like the fair value gap. And below that fair value gap, you can actually see that this green thing that I marked here is our order block, right? And what happened is that the market came and created something like a double bottom, right? It created a double bottom on our fair value gap zone, right? So this is how it happened, guys. So what I've realized is that I have to make 2 flyers for a client, right? So I'm making these flyers to make sure that I can fund my trading account, man. I don't want to be a nagging person who's like, yo, can you do fund for me, and be like this. I just want to be a responsible citizen. That is why I'm continuing with my side hustle, right? And the other thing is, by maybe afternoon I will have to go to my rural home for like 3 hours, since it's like nearby town, right? And then I will definitely come back and learn at least one new more concept, just to make sure that I keep track with my studies. I don't want to miss anything. So guys, I really appreciate you. Thank you for following me on this journey. Love you so much.
Day 5, and I'm still in the learning phase on my journey to mastering the inner circle trader strategy. It is amazing how much I've learned so far, and I'm excited to share my latest insights with you. Today I tackled the premium discount array concept, and by the way, it was a game changer. It is incredible how this new understanding is already impacting my approach. I am also starting to see the bigger picture and how all the pieces are fitting together. My confidence is growing, and I know I'll be able to apply this strategy to achieve my goals. Thanks for your support and encouragement along the way. Let's keep pushing forward and see where this journey takes us.
Okay guys, so today I learned about the PD array, which is the premium discount array. It's simply a Fibonacci with the points 0, 50 and 100, and the other end being a premium price, then the other end being a discount price. So these examples that I'm actually going to show you today are only for an uptrend, right? You can actually see that price moving from here to here. So the first thing that you have to notice when you have to use these two is that you have to make use of these ICT reference points, right? Something like mitigation blocks, order blocks, and breakup blocks. Those reference points that I've been talking about on the previous episodes. That's one thing, right? Then the other thing is that you have to identify 2 swing points on a certain move, right? So supposedly the market is moving in an uptrend, then going like this, like this, like this. So you can actually see that when the market wants to reverse from this point, you know that it's going up, right? So you touch this swing point here and this swing point, and that becomes your price zone, right? Because you'll be wanting to buy. So what happens with the PD array is that, so supposedly I was talking about an uptrend, right? And this is our swing point, and this is our swing point. So I touch this upper point and this like lower point, and if I put a Fibonacci, right, this point here will be our equilibrium, which is 50%, right? So when you are like targeting your buy setups, right, you definitely should buy from this point down to here, because this is your discount price. So you are definitely buying something for less than it is what it is, right? So when price goes below this equilibrium and you are looking for your buy stuff, and right, you go to your ICT reference points. So from that point you'll be looking for mitigation blocks, breakup blocks, liquidity voids, fair value gaps, order blocks, rejection blocks, or highs or lows. So considering this example that is on this part here, you can actually see that, okay, supposedly this was our swing point and this was our swing point. Price is actually going to pull back, right? So you would have placed your Fibonacci, right, and this will definitely be 50%. So you'll be looking to buy from this point downwards, right? And if you can actually take a look at this example, you can actually see that there's an order block right here which is below the 50% zone, right? So you definitely plot your lines here. So if price comes down to this order block, that's when you'll be looking for your buy entries. So you see guys, this is all about buying low and selling high. Okay, as you can read here, the PDR ratio, it's simply the basic principles of business, where we buy something at a lower price and sell it at a higher price. I hope guys you understood what I'm trying to say here. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'll definitely show you a real-time example on my mobile phone, right? And I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Okay guys, this is the example that I'm actually going to give you, and I'm going to show you something basic, right? So if you can see price from this point to this point, that was a swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high. So you can actually see that from this point to this point, this is where I wanna explain, guys. And let me draw. Let me first put my Fibonacci, right? So I will touch the lowest point, right? Okay, I was talking from this point up to here, right? So let me touch the lowest point here, right? This is the lowest point, and this is the highest swing point, and you can actually see that this was our equilibrium point right here. But on our equilibrium point, as for me, I would not have bought, even though there is this red candle that was demarcating something, because if I have to place something like a horizontal thing here, right, you can actually see that this candlestick right here was our breaker block, right? So I would have placed my buy limit exactly here, so it would not have been hit. But let me give you another confirmation, guys. So if I have to touch maybe this point and this point here, you can actually see that I would definitely draw a good trend line, right? Okay, so 1, 2, this was the third touch. But as for me, I would have placed my stop loss, like my entry right besides it, slightly lower, man, because I was targeting for the market to come into this breaker block, then go up. But you can actually see that this is a basic concept, guys. Below this 50 here is our discount price, and above here is our premium price. So I won't be looking to buy at any point in here. So I would have to wait for price to go on to 50 or slightly lower. So I think, guys, this is all about the premium discount array. It's quite a good concept when you are integrating it with something like those ICT reference points.